Alright, so the oil pump, I figured I'd start messing with this. Here's a quick thing. This bolt didn't want to come out and stripped, so I just drilled it out, and I just grabbed this pick here, and I just started, you know, slowly bringing it around, and it broke free, and now I could grab it by the little bit and take it out. So these bolts are a pain in the butt. If you want to take these out, alright, that's the one that was broken right there. If you want to take these out, you better be sure you get it on the first try, because look, the on focus. Anyways, you gotta be sure you get it on the first try, because it will get messed up. So what I did, I got me this is an impact. I used this guy here, an impact of this, and pressed down with all my, I pressed down on it pretty good, and on just one UGA, you know. That's, if you don't get it with that one UGA, it's gonna strip out on you. So I will advise you right now, if you want to do your oil pump, make sure you get it on that first UGA. If not, you will strip it. Anyways, I got myself all new bolts. I went to Home Depot, and here's the size right here. There's the bolt. Looks exactly like the one that came stock. This is stainless though, so this will be a little bit stronger, but that's the size right there. Is M6. I don't know if let's see if I can do it. Clean this thing. So it's M6 1.0 14 millimeter. That should be enough to get it screwed in on there. So I got there's 9 bolts. It's not 10, it's 9 bolts. So let me take this gear off, and I'll turn this camera on again. Okay, so now we're going to remove this seal. I got this guy from being all fancy, but yeah, you just put this I use the smaller side for this. Put this here, make sure it hits the back of this seal, and then one little pull just pulls right out. I mean, it's easy. As you can see, behind that seal there's a small, let me just turn this camera on. Yeah, you see this small little relief hole right here. Let me get the little, you see in here there's a relief right here. This is an opening, and there's a hole that goes straight down, and it drains here underneath. As you can see with the light now, see it goes straight through there, and it goes through. Backlight fucking shuts off way too quick. But yeah, as you can see, it goes through here and it comes out through here. See it? So that's why that seal gets pushed out or it starts leaking because there's so much pressure that it can't, there's not enough to drain back right there. Alright, so I'm going to try to put a lot of light on here so that way you guys can see in better detail, you know. I mean, I could probably use my phone for this, but but I'm not going to do that. So, as you can see, a lot of guys, what they do here is they smooth all this casting out here. I don't know how you guys could see that, but yeah, you see all this here? All this casting gets smoothed out, all this bumpy area here, all this gets all cut away. The reason they do that is because they want a smooth transition, and then the drain or the bigger hole here, they try to, let me see if I can get a good picture in here. As you can see how sharp that is. You see that opening? Super sharp. So that doesn't let you can't even put your finger all the ways out to the front there. So they clean that up, make it nice and smooth. They do the same thing with this hole here. They smooth that out so that way it's not a quick 90 degree, it's like a nice smooth exit. And then they clean this little edge here as well. As you can see, this little edge here, they clean that out. So I'm gonna do the same thing, and then they put like a washer underneath the pressure relief that's about 12 thousandths of an inch. And when I get to that part, I'll show you guys how to do that. But as far as this oil pump goes, I'm gonna start cleaning all this up and see what I could do. I bought this little Dremel tool because it's such small areas that we really can't get big carbides in there. So what I'll do is I'll just slowly open this part up and then slowly open this part up. Then I could slowly, I'm going to do everything slow because this is my oil pump. So I'll clean this, I'll clean this area up here where the hole is, and I'll clean all this up to make it a smooth transition in there. I'm going to work on that, and I'll get back to you. Alright guys, so I'm done porting this thing. I've never done this before, so don't judge me. But here's how that looks. It's nice and smooth. And then this one I can't get a good picture with, but you can see the hole is a little bit more smoother. So you can see. Can't get a good picture because I can't get the light behind there and on the hole, unless I could find my flashlight somewhere. But regardless, I'm not gonna make this video long. I did that. I did a little bit here where it's recommended to do. As you can see right here, kind of clean that up. Get the light on there. Kind of clean that baby up. And see the light behind it. Yeah. So now you can see straight down in there. This one had a big piece of thing here. It's really big. So I smoothed this out. Alright, I'm going to assemble this back I'm going to add a washer. They say about 60 thousandths. This washer is about 50 thousandths. It's about 50 thousandths. So I'm going to use this. I'm not doing crazy racing. So what you do is you put that washer inside the bucket here, and then you put that back together. It just adds just a little bit more tension. I'm going to change that seal also. So after greasing everything and putting some assembly lube on it, you obviously put it back together, but you got to make sure you got to put it right back the way it was, because that's the way that it was put together by factory. So those mating surfaces are all already, you know, mated together. So make sure you put the mark up on the big one, and then you see the little mark on this little gear. Make sure you can see it through the front, and that's it. So these bolts, like I showed, I don't know if I showed you earlier, but here's the part number from Home Depot. Is a M6 1.0 by 14, and look how they fit, just like the stock ones, nice and flush. These are stainless at that, so they're technically better quality than these. So you can see these probably weigh a tiny bit more, but it's not a big deal.